Hey guys, Bottom25 here playing FSX once again. Today, I'll be flying. Hold on, pause. Unmute.
So I've got everybody, the kids and everybody, and after waiting in line for an hour to see the world premiere of this thing, I finally get up to the cashier to buy my ticket. When you know it, I didn't have my wallet with me. Talk about a letdown. Hey, wait a minute. Looks like we have a fuel imbalance. 600 pounds less on the left side at the moment, which is weird since the fuel flows have been equal since takeoff.
World Travel 1392. Contact Male Center now on 119.7.
36.
World Travel 1392, switching, thanks.
No.
Male Center, World Travel 1392 with you level at 350.
World Travel 1392, roger.
So that
It's
sounds like...
possible that it's a fuel quantity gauge malfunction and not a real imbalance, but given the rate at which...
Oh god, what
Engine
is...
surge number 1. That's the low fuel side. Disengage the auto throttle and bring the thrust lever back to idle. Engine failure number 1.
Oh
I'll
god.
call ATC. You squawk 7700, then we'll run through the checklist. Just keep flying. Male Center, World Travel 1392 declaring an emergency.
World Travel 1392, go ahead.
Male Center, World Travel 1392. We have an engine failure and a suspected fuel leak. We'll be unable to maintain flight level 350. Request an immediate descent.
World Travel 1392, roger. Descend at your discretion to 10,000.
Down to 10,000, World Travel 1392. Alright, we've got an engine failure on the left-hand side. Make a normal descent to 10,000. With a possible fuel leak, restarting the engine could be a fire risk, so let's secure it. Ready for the checklist? Here we go. Engine failure shutdown checklist. Auto throttle, disengaged. Thrust lever, idle.
Yep.
Engine start lever, cut off. APU, start. APU generator, on. Engine failure shutdown checklist complete. Okay, let's look at our options here. We're about 90 miles north of Mali International, and we can easily make it there as long as the fuel leak doesn't cause additional problems. Hanamadu Airport is quite a bit closer to the north, but it's a short strip, so we run the risk of going off the runway if we try to land it there. It's your call, Captain. You can turn to the south to Male, or turn north if you'd rather try for Hanamadu.
No, it's...
World Travel 1392, roger. Proceed direct to Hanamadu.
Okay,
Continue descending to 10,000 and use the nav display to head for Hanamadu. Identifier, Victor Romeo Mike Hotel.
Hold on then. Where's nav hold? Not off. Oh wait, no, that's where. Usually if there is a problem, the first thing you do... I'm sorry if I haven't been talking a lot, because, of course, I'm freaking panicking. I do have altitude hold on. Also maintaining speed on. I will throttle up the engine. Forming a bit of a steeper turn. So that's the island that is the island, right. They've got a shorter strip. Alright. But it's closer. Usually if you've got a problem, even if it seems you can make it further, you want to get the aircraft down. ASAP, you want to get that aircraft down as fast as you bloody can. I believe you might need to descend a bit further, so I'm throttle back. Heading... that at 355. And that should keep the aircraft kind of flying nominally. Right, so we lose an engine. No, you would rather... I think most people would rather take the risk of running off.
Surge, number 2.
Oh god.
Engine failure. Okay, now we have a problem. Turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. I'll call ATC.
Yep.
Male Center, World Travel 1392.
Let's see.
World Travel 1392, go ahead.
Center, World Travel 1392. We now have 2 engine failures and a suspected fuel leak, so we'd rather not risk restarts. Looks like we're a glider from here on down.
World Travel 1392, roger. Proceed at your discretion. State number of souls on board.
155 souls, world travel 1392. Alright, Captain. Maintain 190 knots in the descent for best glide and let's secure this one. Engine failure shutdown checklist. Auto throttle, disengaged. Thrust lever, idle. Engine start lever, cut off. APU, start. APU generator, on. Engine failure shutdown checklist complete. I'll call the cabin. Yeah, hi. We're having a little trouble up here. We have a fuel leak which has led to dual engine failures, so we're diverting to Hanamado Airport. We're well within gliding distance, so no need to panic. Yeah, I'll alert the passengers. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first officer speaking. We've experienced some engine problems related to the fuel system, and as a result, both engines have shut down. Due to the fuel leak, we don't want to risk an in-flight start, so we're making an emergency diversion to Hanamado Airport. A dual engine failure is a very unusual and highly unlikely occurrence, but we're currently well within gliding distance of Hanamado, and it's a beautiful day, and air traffic control is giving us priority handling, so we should be on the ground shortly without any problems. We thank you for your cooperation in remaining calm, and ask you to please follow any instructions given to you by the flight attendants. We'll update you as we get closer to the airport.
I'm trying to maintain altitude because you can...
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please return to your seats and remain seated for the duration of our flight with your seatbelts fastened. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be passing through the cabin to pick up any remaining service items and ask that you please stow all loose articles beneath your seats. We'll be reviewing the emergency landing procedures shortly. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, I know we might need to... Actually, they told us to maintain a speed of 190, so that's what I'm going by, because my logic is, we're too high, we can always ascend. I think we might just, we're going to increase our descent.
Molly Center, landmark 627, checking on, level at flight level 240.
Landmark 627, Marley Center, descend and maintain 190,000.
Down to 190,000, landmark 627.
I know this is something you would definitely not do, but to use the speed brake slightly to not overspeed. Seriously, am I the only person to notice that the ATC? First off, we're in India and she speaks with a British accent. Okay, sure that might. Well, we're flying over the Indian Ocean, so I'm presuming the ATC is Indian. I don't know where the... Hold on. World. Can I check the map? Yeah, the ATC is probably Indian. And she speaks with a British accent. Okay, that's fine. That's... there is a likelihood of that since India was a part of the British Empire. So that's not what I'm... that's not what my problem is. But just look up Road Rovers. It's a cartoon from the 90s. She sounds exactly like one of the characters. That's not even a joke. Well, even if not exactly, quite a lot like one of the characters. See, I'm definitely not regretting flying north, because, like I said, maybe with one engine we could make it, but, with no engines, probably not. Right, we're going to descend a bit further, because that's 27. Actually, no, not necessarily. We might want to maintain speed, maintain altitude, so not descend as quickly. That is scary. The thing is, I could attempt a restart, but I'm not going to because, land. That's all, you need to land. I'm now realizing no reversers. We will not have reversers during landing, so you know, maybe that thing of, you know, get the aircraft down ASAP might not be such a good idea, but you can see, what is our rate of descent? We're descending at 2,200 feet per minute, so, you know, I'm just going to pull the nose up a bit, just ever so slightly, so that we maintain speed. Basically, that when you're flying an aircraft without engines, you're basically trying to trade altitude for airspeed. But if you can, you will also try to trade airspeed for altitude. If you're there, we go. So now we're dropping the nose again. There's no air traffic, so sometimes it is weird. So that's where we're going to. Right, there's the runway, so I think to get us aligned we'll need to turn slightly. We're 20 nautical miles away. We can descend further, you know, later on. But, you know, we've got no engine, so I don't want to overshoot. I don't want to descend too quickly, too soon. Don't want to, you know, drop too quickly and then not be able to cover. Which is why I'm maintaining this pretty high altitude. You know, it's 18 nautical miles away, we're at 12 nautical miles. I think what I'll try to do is I'll try to kind of keep distance and altitude the same as we get closer. So, for example, once we're only 12 nautical miles away, because we are descending slower than... Okay, we're going to need to drop the nose.
World Travel 1392. Report the airport in sight.
We have the airport, World Travel 1392.
World Travel 1392, winds are calm. You're cleared for the visual approach from either direction and ground equipment is standing by. Contact Hanamaru Tower now on 119.1.
World Travel 1392 switching. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure. Good luck.
That's Hanamaru up ahead.
Yeah, got that far, mate. I need to descend a bit quicker because of... Right, there's the runway, so we need to keep going, like, from this direction and swoop in. The thing is, we don't want to deploy the flaps. Okay, we're overspeeding, we're going faster than I think we should be. However, okay, so there's only a 4 knot. Yeah, this might not be good. Right, we are at 10,000. So maybe I shouldn't have descended that quickly at the start, you know, when we just lost a single engine. Okay, we're going to need to turn a bit further. We need to be comfortable with making the approach, because... No, I'd rather be kind of moving like that than be like, okay, now we're good, and then line up, and just slowly bleed off altitude. 12 nautical miles and away from the airport, and 9 nautical miles in altitude. After this, we'll begin more of a steeper descent. Well, it says that it should take 30 minutes to complete. I think we might have been able to continue to our airport, our planned destination, even with both engines. Right, descend further. There's only 1 nautical mile difference in altitude and distance. Right. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going forward a mile, dropping a mile. Or I might just, you know, push the nose down a bit further. We're going to slowly try to get aligned. Because we only have wheel brakes and spoilers, nothing else. Which could be... Yeah, I definitely need to descend. And we'll be coming in almost at stall speed. We'll be coming in at very low speed. 8 nautical miles, altitude 7 nautical miles. I'm just... Open the speed brake. You know, it's not necessarily a good idea, but we are going to be descending very quickly, so yeah, that's something to worry about. Of course, we might actually put the aircraft down before the runway. 6.3 nautical miles. Yeah, let's slow down on the... Well, actually, no, let's not slow down on the descent, because we're kind of gaining speed, and we don't want to be moving too quickly, you know.
Hanamaru Tower, World Travel 1392 on the visual for runway 3 with 2 engines out.
World Travel 1392 in sight. You're number 1, cleared to land runway 3. Emergency equipment is standing by. Good luck, sir.
Thanks, we'll need it.
I agree with that.
Almost there. Landing checklist. Landing gear, down.
Is that
Flaps,
it?
set for landing.
Full flaps. Is this it? This...
Landing checklist complete.
Right. Air brakes in. Coming in with full flaps. Set full spoilers. Spoilers in. Oh god, we're not even nearly aligned. See, this is why I'm quite worried. Alright, no. I just deployed the spoilers and I realized, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Nose up. Come on.
Approaching 03.
Yeah, okay. So coming in at 160 knots, that should be sufficient. 150 spoilers. You don't want to hit the ground too hard. Fact. There we go, we're down. 80 knots.
World Travel 1392, welcome to Hanamaru. Emergency equipment is rolling.
Well, that was interesting and definitely exciting. Okay, that was... what is the scenario called? No. End mission. What was that mission, I'm sorry, I'm going to find it. No. Oh, would it be emergency? No, it's not emergency. Airline pilot. Limited options. That was limited options. See, advanced. Well, I'm an advanced pilot. Anyways, guys, I'm Boss at 1925. That was the limited option scenario in FSX, or mission. I'm Boss 1025. Goodbye.